everybody. Bill with American Liberty Fighters here again. Okay, so I was going to do this a couple days ago, but something else came up, obviously. From going through the Constitution, and I've already gone through the executive as well as the legislative branches. And I am now on Article 3, the Judicial Branch. I actually had a comment by one of my subs, one of the guys I talked to. I had a phone conversation, and he told me that maybe I should do a little more than just read the Constitution. I should give some side notes. So I'm going to try to do my best to give side notes. This is really, the intent of this is for those who don't want to read themselves. They can actually hear the Constitution, the words of the Constitution, which is why I'm reading directly from the Constitution. So, anyhow, with that said, let's go ahead and dig in. So, Section 1, Judicial Powers. The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court, and in such inferior courts as the Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. The judges, both of the Supreme and inferior courts, shall hold their offices during good behavior, and shall at stated times receive for their services a compensation which shall not be diminished during their continuance in office. So, have we had any judicial justices? Have we had any Supreme Court justices that could possibly be serving at this very time that haven't served during good behavior, that have done something that maybe they should be, I don't know, not serving? Anyhow, I guess that's my first side note. So, Section 2, Trial by Jury, Original Jurisdiction, and Jury Trials. This section is changed and is in parentheses because it was modified in the 11th Amendment, which we will be going over later when we get to that section. So, the judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity arising under this Constitution, the laws of the United States, and treaties made or which shall be made under their authority, to all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers, and consuls, to all cases of admiralty and maritime jurisdiction, to controversies to which the United States shall be a party, to controversies between two or more states, between a state and citizens of another state, between citizens of different states, between citizens of the same state claiming lands under grants of different states, and between a state or the citizens thereof and foreign states, citizens or subjects. So, that, and I'll have to go and make sure I'm not going to make a mistake here, but that last piece there sounds a lot like what we have going on right now with the survivors of 9/11, the family members wanting to sue a foreign country, being Saudi Arabia, I believe it was, and Congress passing a bill through the House and Senate and having it initially vetoed, going back, passing through the Senate, going back to the House to be passed again. I'm not quite sure why they would have to do that, why it wouldn't go through the Supreme Court. But in any case, I guess the legislators want to take care of that. Let's see. In all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, and those in which a state shall be party, the Supreme Court shall have original jurisdiction. In all the other cases before mentioned, the Supreme Court shall have appellate jurisdiction, both as to law and fact, with such exceptions and under such regulations as the Congress shall make. So maybe Congress, that's why Congress is taking care of this part. The trial of all crimes except in cases of impeachment shall be by jury, and such trial shall be held in the state where the said crimes shall have been committed, but when not committed within any state, the trial shall be at such place or places as the Congress may by law have directed. So the judiciary, the Supreme Court, is directed by Congress at times. Treason, Section 3. Treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them, or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of 2 witnesses to the same over act or on confession in open court. The Congress shall have power to declare the punishment of treason, but no attainer of treason shall work corruption of blood or forfeiture except during the life of the person attainted. So that would beg the question why we don't already have some people being tried for treason, as it's giving them aid and comfort to our enemies. So the judicial is pretty short. There's not a lot in it. It doesn't really go over a whole lot within the original portion of the Constitution. And if you really want to know more about the judicial, why it was written the way it was written, why we went ahead and passed it all in that way, and it was written the way it was, then I would suggest not only getting the Constitution, but looking up the Federalist and Anti-Federalist papers and reading those. The ones that deal with the judicial will be Federalist number 22, 78, 81, and 83. And the one against it, I believe, was Federalist number 11, or Anti-Federalist number 11. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that was it. Anyhow, if you have any comments and if you have any suggestions for what I'm doing, for maybe adding more to it, by all means, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. If you want to add to this, leave a comment. I'm more than happy to read the comments. I try to answer everybody that sends me a message. So with that, I guess this section of the Constitution is pretty much it's done. And the next section that we will go over will be Article 4, the states. So hope everybody's had a great weekend. And until the next video, thank you very much.